All right, so if you're just getting started in your service-based business, whether it be um, SMMA or something like that, where you're dealing with people and you need to come to an agreement with someone, we all start off with using like the three free, I think it might be 3 or 5 free contracts that PropStream gives you every month. Not PropStream, I'm sorry, DocuSign. That DocuSign gives you every month to be able to send agreements to be signed. Now, what happens when you ramp up your business a little bit and those run out? So, paying for DocuSign every month it's not a lot of money. But this video is going to show you how you can do that, send contracts and agreements and proposals, whatever you're using DocuSign or any other of the other systems like DocuSign, how you can do all of that inside of GHL, inside of CosMoSys. This is just to further show you guys how this system is a complete all-in-one, right? So we're going to get started. And you're going to go to payments, or it might say something else depending on if you're using CosMoSys or a different system, or whatever, because we could change the names of things in here. So you're going to go to payments, then you're going to go to documents and contracts. You can go to templates and you can create a template. I recommend doing that. So we're going to say new template, upload existing PDF, create a public document, or import from library. We're going to check out the library first. Now in the library, if you're doing one of these businesses, I recommend starting with one of these templates and then moving forward from there. But in this particular video, I'm going to show you guys how to do a purchase to sales agreement for a real estate deal. So we're going to take we could do it 2 different ways. We can create it with just the words, or we can upload a PDF. So let's do a PDF first. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. All right, so we're going to grab the PDF from our downloads. We're going to do this purchase and sales agreement. We're going to upload it. Now, dealing with the PDFs, it could be a little bit off because it might not let you put things where you want to put them. And I'm going to show you what I mean right here. Now, boom, you see we got this. Everything looks good. This is the exact PDF. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this third page on the bottom. All right, so now we need to start adding elements. We got the pages up here, which shows all of that. The variables, which is something you can put in that it's just different things. And then you set up payments, which is something that we're not going to worry about on this one. So we're going to go back over to elements. We're going to add a text. Now you see the text can be overlaid onto the system, onto the PDF. But one of the issues with the current system that we have is you can't really do much more once the text is overlaid. Now we can't take the text and like move it around or anything like that inside of GHL just yet. But that's why I did this one first, because I'm going to show you guys the way that I recommend doing it. I don't recommend doing the PDF, because if you wanted to put, let's say you wanted to put something right here, all the way down here, you have to hit enter a bunch of times, and then get it all the way up there to where it's right there, right? And then you'd have to do all of that stuff to make it, look like it's supposed to look. And then if you wanted to add the signatures, you just come down here and you'd add the signature. Now these you can move around freely like you want to. So I don't know really why they haven't let you be able to, put the text boxes where you want them yet, but it's what we have right now. So now let's go ahead and get out of there. We don't want to save that. And let me show you how to do
agreement.
This one with just the copying and pasting, which is the way that I recommend. I'm going to do a new template. Select the text. I'm going to delete all of that. Put all of that in. Now, you would want to do, if you have different things set up, and I'm going to show you what I mean, you want to do different text boxes. For example, let me show you this. We're going to put that in there, and the hidden is just going to be that. Let's go ahead and get rid of all the rest of that except for the top. I'm going to make that in the center. Get rid of that. And down here, get rid of that. So you see what I'm saying? And so now we got this up here. And then we got the actual agreement itself. All right. Now, but keep in mind that we're making a template. So we want things to be pretty much, concise. So for parts where we have to enter in different things, for example, this purchase price, buyer will pay the purchase price. Well, let's do it like this. Buyer will pay the purchase price listed below. Take all of this, cut it, add another text box in, paste all of that. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, it threw me off with that was bolded. All right, so, and we're going to enter a variable into, not a variable, but a text box, a text field right here. We're going to enter a text field into here. And I guess you could put this wherever you want. So let's actually go back to where it was. We're going to say purchase price, however it was before. Space. Then we're going to enter the text field. All right. So boom, now we got that. So you just have to make sure that you fill this out before you send it to them, or you can have it set up to where there are custom values that you can put it into the system that will automatically populate that. So let's get down here to the signature parts, right? So you can put the date right there, the seller and the buyer. Now, if you're going to do multiple people, come over here, you choose the contact that you want for that one. We're going to say sender. For this one, because you're the buyer, so the sender will be the buyer, and then the sender will be the buyer, and then the signature for the seller would be right there. Now, you can also alternatively just put contact, and whoever you send this agreement to, it will automatically populate their information. All right. So then you can put a text box for them to print their name and it's color coordinated just like with props. Not I keep saying prop string. It's color coordinated just like with DocuSign. You see right here, contact is green. The primary contact is green, and the signer is red. And you are the sender, so you'll be purple. All right. So it's really simple. You can utilize this. This is very effective for um, sending out purchase and sales agreement for your wholesale deals. This is very effective for sending out proposals for digital marketing services, and it's a good alternative for utilizing DocuSign or HelloSign or one of those other services. So this is a quick way how to use it. I recommend doing the copy and paste method and then creating the template. And that way you can actually set up workflows on the back end to where when you move a so that way when you move a prospect from one pipeline to another, one pipeline stage to another, you can set up a workflow that automatically sends them a purchase sales agreement. And there's a whole in-depth way you can do this to where if you are utilizing custom fields inside of the system, you can set it up to where your asking price, to where your offer and all of that stuff is already pre-populated based on numbers that you put inside the system. I know I'm going a little bit in depth with this, but this is the way that my system is set up. It's a little bit more advanced than what a lot of you guys are probably familiar with utilizing GHL systems. Now I'll make a completely different video on how to do those, but this is very simple and it's easy to use. Just get in there and play around with it, and you will be able to send out agreements automatically. I don't recommend setting up the automations up at first. I recommend doing them manually and sending them out manually. And then once you get more familiar with the system, you can set it up to be able to automatically send out these agreements when you're ready for your purchase to sales agreement. But one of the things that you can set up an automation for that I started with is the offer letter. So I had the system set up to generate offer ranges and all of the other type of stuff. And then I had an LOI, a letter of intent, that automatically populated offer prices for cash purchase terms and all of that good stuff. And when someone showed interest, the system would automatically get their email address and then automatically send out that offer letter. And then they had the ability to accept or deny the offer letter. And after they accepted the offer letter, then we'd send out the purchase and sales agreement for them to sign. But anyway, that's how you do that. I appreciate you watching the video. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube to subscribe. If you're watching it anywhere else, go to the YouTube and subscribe, because I'm going to be dropping more videos about how to utilize CosMoSys and similar systems. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.